For 90 glorious years, Joyce Anitha Morgan danced her way from Earth in Bridgeton, Missouri to her heavenly home on October 21st, 2020. Born to Lucinia and Edward Wigan on June 30th, 1930 in Chicago, Joyce was the youngest of 3 daughters. She began taking ballet lessons at Mildred B. Hassler's ballet group from the age of 8, graduating to become a dance instructor. She also performed at the Civic Opera House in Chicago. Upon graduating with a degree in education from the College of Chicago, she began teaching at the public schools in Chicago. Joyce met John Morgan at the age of 8 at St. James Lutheran Church in Chicago. 11 years later, after realizing she was the love of his life, John began dating Joyce. They were married on Easter Sunday, April 13, 1952 at St. James. With John, she began her lifetime of adventure by driving to Alaska for his career in the Air Force. Their first son, Lenny, was born in the territory in 1953. They were transferred to Kaiserslautern, Germany, where Janine was born in 1955. Returning to the U.S., Cheryl was born in 1960 and Carl in 1962 in California. The family then moved to Rantoul, Illinois twice, Grand Forks, North Dakota twice, and back to Germany before John retired with the Air Force. Joyce was instrumental in getting the Head Start program started in Rantoul and served as the lead teacher of their inaugural class. In 1974, the family made their final move to Bridgeton, Missouri. While John taught aviation mechanics at the special school district, Joyce was deeply involved in a church and community. Over the years, Joyce, an accomplished musician, played the organ and piano, and sang in the choir for 5 different churches over the years. She worked at the St. Louis County Library. Also, she volunteered at the St. Louis Children's Hospital and Community Helping Ministry. She started a line dance class at her church, spending hours reviewing music and steps for her classes. John and Joyce drove to all the states in the United States except Hawaii, making many trips in their small RVs. They made several trips to Alaska and visited 10 other countries. Still being very active. That's okay. At the age of 87, Joyce had the privilege to tour Israel with their daughters and a beautiful Savior church group. She is survived by her husband, John Morgan, Lenny Morgan and Pat of Rantoul, Janine Saunders and Ronald of Pensacola, Florida, Cheryl Bob Clay of Eagle River, Alaska, Carl Morgan of Phoenix, Arizona, grandchildren, Kaylee Morgan, Ben Morgan, Jessica Sanders, Jennifer Sanders, Jalissa Sanders, and Aaron Clay, and great-grandson Darius Felton. Her husband, John, and surviving family are surely going to miss having Joyce's presence with them on earth, but will cherish their many memories of including the story of her father bringing home Parker House rolls in his pockets from work when they were little girls. And we're having our private celebration here, and if you wish to make donations, it's to her Community Helping Ministries or her beautiful Savior Church. All right, pray please, so I can get the slideshow working.